It says that I'm live. Okay. So my name's Mish. Actually, let's wait 10 seconds, see if anybody logs on. Screw it. We'll just go. So, my name's Mish. Welcome to the very first live episode of Year of Trek. Now, I had originally planned the first episode to be September 8th because that's when, for me, the Year of Trek started, or is going to start, where we start watching Star Trek every single day, and then I come on and talk about the episodes. But I wanted to bring to you guys some of the stuff that we're looking forward to, because part of one of the rules to the Year of Trek, not only watching what is in the episode guide, which you guys can get on Amazon, links are in the description below, but not only can you get that, but one of the rules is that whatever we're watching on the scheduled day, any new Star Trek that comes out during our Year of Trek, that's what we're going to be watching too. Now, yes, Year of Trek is gauged towards live action only. I did not include any of the animation, but we have some pretty cool shows coming up. I'm at least I'm looking forward to them. So the first, and I'll mention this first because season 2 starts 2 weeks from today, August 16th. So Lower Decks. Lower Decks is it's an animation on whatever it is, Paramount Plus. It's designed, well, it's really designed for anybody, but it's not really designed for kids. It takes place kind of right after where we leave off Next Generation, time frame wise, at least when it comes to the star dates. So I've heard people talk a lot of crap about this show. I freaking love it. I think it's funny. I watched the first episode again today, kind of getting ready for the new season to start, and I was I laughed almost all the way through it. It's stupid, but it's funny. They make fun of themselves, and for anybody who says it's not Star Trek, well, it's a pun on Star Trek, really. That's kind of how I see it. And this is how I kind of rationalize it. Let's look at a different science fiction universe, Star Wars. Okay. You have the Star Wars movies, all that kind of jazz. Then you have the Clone Wars cartoons. Now, when the Clone Wars cartoons first came out with the movie, and I hated it. Like, it was like, Anakin doesn't have a Padawan. What the hell? The animation I hated. Ahsoka, who's this sniveling little brat? Anyway. So I watched like an episode here and there, and so I never really watched the whole thing. I watched the movie. I was unimpressed. I caught it from time to time, but it wasn't one of those things that I watched all the time. Fast forward to Rebels. I caught Rebels kind of halfway through the first season, towards the end of the first season, liked the story better, liked the animation better, watched it thinking, wait a minute, why is Ahsoka in Rebels? Oh crap, I have to go back and watch Clone Wars. Well, I'm glad that I did, because I freaking love Ahsoka. I gave it a chance. Now, regardless, the first season was very hard to sit through. The first, second, and the third times that I've watched that series, because yes, I'm a massive Star Trek fan, but I also do enjoy Star Wars. So when I look at Star Trek animated stuff, not just animated stuff, the new Star Trek stuff. I grew up, I was born after the original generation had ended. Next Generation came out when I was in high school. So that's really the Star Trek I know, and honestly, I prefer the original generation over the next generation. It is what it is. So this new stuff coming up, um, Discovery. Well, we can talk about how I dislike Discovery later, um, but really, when it comes down to it, I have to look at it. How did I look at Clone Wars and feel about that? Finally giving it a chance and going, wow, it's actually not that bad. Um, Now, Lower Decks is one of those things. It wasn't that I didn't want to watch it. It's not that I didn't dislike it. I did catch it after it all aired, but I went into it with an open mind, basically telling myself, it's a cartoon, man. That's all it is. It might be, whether they consider it canon or not, who really cares? Star Trek is there to be enjoyed by everybody of all ages, of all thought processes. I don't care if you're liberal or conservative. I'm talking to you, Steve Shives. But one of those, there's a story out there for everybody. You can enjoy it every single way you want. So, Lower Decks, August 16th, first episode. Now, the reason and there's another reason I kind of caught onto this is because two of the writers are actually survivors from Survivor. Main one, John Cochran, he was actually the winner. I have to write in my notes. I made notes. He's actually the winner of season 26. And even though I'm a huge Survivor fan, and yes, I did apply for Survivor. So I'm just waiting for them to deny me so I can apply again. You also have David Wright. Now, David Wright, he actually played in two different seasons. The season that we really got to know him, we were introduced to him, was season 33, Millennials versus Gen X. So those two survivors are actually geeks like me, like you guys, and they're writers for Lower Decks. So got to support Survivor. Of course, if I'm on it, you guys got to watch it. No, I'm not going to be the first person voted out. Then next animated show, Prodigy. This one is actually designed for kids. It's got Kate Mulgrew. Again, the trailers, if you haven't seen the trailer for either of these, then it is in the link below. There is a link to the trailer below. Anyway, Prodigy. I've heard some good. I don't know. I watching the trailer, I like the animation. I think it's going to be fun. Yes, it's designed for kids. I'm looking forward to it. I'll probably watch it. Well, hell, I will watch it. So Discovery. Now we're getting into our live action. Now, and let's step back into, we don't have a date yet for Prodigy. We, of course, Lower Decks, August 16th. So Lower Decks is going to have 10 episodes. So that does run into our year of Trek. So since the first episode is on the 16th, a Monday, I'm assuming every Monday they will have a new episode. So on Mondays, whatever you're watching, based on this, watch Lower Decks. I will then talk about that later. So still on Lower Decks. Sorry, bouncing around. Though this is the first episode. Come August 16th, I will be doing a live year of Trek based on that first episode, and we will talk about that. As we get into our year of Trek, I will do a separate spoilers, because of course there's going to be spoilers. So if you have not watched it yet, you can still watch my year of Trek on the whatever is in here, and then there will be a separate live video for that episode in question. So now Discovery season 4. We don't have a date for that yet. It is scheduled for late 2021, early 2022. So not sure exactly when, but I'm assuming it will probably be somewhere within our year of Trek, because we're going from September to September. Now, in 2022, we don't have a date, but we know it's coming 2022, is Picard season 2. We actually have a trailer for Picard, where we don't really have one for Discovery, or at least if there is one, I haven't seen it. Super looking forward to this. Picard, I wasn't a huge, I enjoyed season 1. There were some things in season 1 that I was like, really? Did you really have to go there? We can talk about it when we get to those seasons. So again, since we know Picard is coming in 2022, early 2022, then I will be doing live episodes on that, separate from the episodes for here. So if you have not watched Picard season 1, we don't get to season 1 until the end of the year. So if you want to watch season 1 and then season 2, and you want to wait until the end of the year, you can totally do that. And then rewatch my stuff later. And then, of course, we have Strange New Worlds. We've seen set pictures. We've heard different stories. No date yet. So I would say that we're probably going to get Picard season 2 first, and then Discovery, and then Strange New Worlds. Don't quote me on that. That's just me guessing. So there you go. Now, when it comes to this, I'm going to reiterate again, live stream on the episodes in the book, and then I will do a separate live stream on any new content coming out. I've got a big year ahead of me. Now, when it comes to a year of Trek, the channel, me going live, I plan to do it every single day. That was my goal going into this project. I'm really looking forward to it. However, there's always that little caveat. I have at least I'm going to be out of town a couple times towards the end of the year. Actually, towards the end of September. So I've got I'm going to be, so for those of you who don't know my alter ego, I'm Sensei Mish. I'm a martial artist. I do Kyusho. I actually have Kyusho Corner, another channel on here, on YouTube and Facebook. Anyway, so I'm teaching at a seminar at a camp in Indiana, the end of September. My plan is still to watch the episodes and live stream even at the camp. And I'll probably end up getting some of the guys to watch the episodes with me and even stream with me so we can talk about the episodes. I think that will be fun. October, beginning of October. Nothing is set in stone yet, but I will be, again, gone for a weekend at another martial arts seminar. Again, still planning on doing it. So my plan, regardless, I'm going to do it. Not sure how, for those episodes, I hadn't actually sat down and planned on how long each episode, like this live stream, would be. I mean, hell, we're at 14 minutes so far, and I didn't even know that I'd be talking that long. But then again, I'm me. I can talk forever. So, so let's see. Where's my brain? Even though I made notes, I'm still kind of off track. So, plan is stream every day, talk about the episodes we watched, do 2 streams if I need to. There are some things. I talked about Survivor earlier. I did apply for Survivor. I'm going to apply for Survivor every year until they take me for the show. I love the game. I've been watching it since it first aired. I've applied a couple times. I just recently applied. So potentially, don't know, potentially somewhere between April and June, if they took me, I would not be able to stream for like 40 to 45 days. But I encourage you, all of you, to stay with this. I might actually put somebody in charge of doing a stream. So if I disappear for, I don't know, 30 days, 40 days, 45 days, actually the commitment, I think, is 46 days. So if the commitment's still 46 days and I just happen to stop streaming for 46 days, you know where I was. I was in Fiji playing Survivor. In November, I'm going to be in San Francisco at another martial arts camp, more of a business camp. Hopefully I'll be teaching down there as well. But at the same time, my goal is to still watch and still stream every single day. But I wanted to put that out there because not as an excuse for me not being able to do this every single day, but there actually might be a reason that I just can't. So there you go. Let's see. What else did I want to bring up? Oh yeah. If I hadn't mentioned it, there's a guidebook. You can go to ayearoftrek.com. There's a link in the description below. You can buy it off of the website. You can buy mugs. See? Good tea. I even have shirts. I don't know why I didn't put on a shirt for this one. Well, at least a Year of Trek shirt. Or you could actually just buy this off of Amazon. Also, the link is in the description below. I know I'm kind of pushing the merch, but really, I mean, the guidebook, check the, okay. So this is, I put a lot of work into this. So let's just open this up. Okay. We've got this. So you can tell we've got, Deep Space Nine, say February 9th. Let's try and angle that right. We're going to be watching Second Skin and Abandon. I've got a little information there when it was in little boxes. So you can actually check it off. You can mark the check. So it's like, oh, so maybe you, because watching 15 episodes a week might be a little bit much for some people. And I totally understand. It's going to be a little bit much for me too. That's why this is an awesome challenge to do. So you can just mark it off. Where are you on the list? And so just in case you're like, oh, I'm behind, I can just check. So, oh yeah. Mention I'm a martial artist. I wrote a book. Yes, it's Star Trek related. So I mentioned that something about Q-show. That means pressure points. So the Vulcan neck pinch. I figured it out. Here's a book. Also available on Amazon. I didn't put the link in the description below, but I will. So it will be down there as soon as I finish and edit this. Let's see. What else? I think that's it. We have a fantastic year ahead of us. I was going to start this, honestly, I was going to start it September 8th. That was my goal. Did not know Lower Decks was going to premiere so soon, season 2. So we're going to start August 16th. Why not? Why not do it August 16th? Now, do I have a time of when we're going to actually do this every day? No, I don't. Probably in the evening. So I'm Pacific. I'm on the West Coast, Pacific time. I don't know how many people are going to be watching this on the East Coast. If you want to watch it live on the East Coast and it's going to end up being midnight, thank you for your support. Otherwise, you might have to watch it later if you want to watch the episode. There you go. So, Yeah, got nothing else for you. All right. Anyway, signing out. Live long and prosper. And I will see you all on the 16th.